Hello and welcome to our UK Budget Special Day 2025. Here we're going to speak with small businesses and with any businesses to share with us what are the expectations from the budget and to record their first reactions after the announcement.
Hi Jane, so first of all, who are you and who do you represent?
Well, thank you very much, Richard. I'm Jane Martin. I'm known as the Business Connector, but I'm also a representative for the Federation of Small Businesses, so I help small businesses join the Federation.
So
That's mainly what I do.
the FSB were mentioned actually directly in the budget, so what's your thoughts from what you've heard?
I have to be totally straight. I think it was a bluff budget. I think a lot of the damage to small businesses was done last time round. And we haven't seen anything in this budget to cancel out the challenges. So small businesses are still hit by the struggling rising costs and the struggles that they had with national insurance increases and everything from last time. And there's nothing in this budget to really cancel that out. One thing that I will say that really hit me, I'm very concerned about, is the fact that there's a 3p a mile levy now on electric vehicles, which might sound great to some people who are driving petrol cars, but at the end of the day, the successive governments have encouraged us to take electric vehicles, have penalised people who are driving petrol cars by rising costs, which we're seeing is going to happen again with fuel duty rises. So that's no. But actually, after all of the investment in electric vehicles, think about small companies that have a fleet of trucks or cars running on EV. They're going to be hit massively with increased costs.
And to be honest, I mean, I was looking at it, I was thinking because if you've got sales employees or you've got service engineers going out to visit clients, that immediately, if you're doing 20,000 miles a year, that adds £600 to the cost straight away to every small business.
Absolutely. All I can say is I'm still a petrol driver. I feel quite strongly about that because I want it to be my choice to move to a different type of vehicle, not something that's dictated by the government. But as a small business owner and somebody who does a lot of face-to-face calls and is in that level, it's going to make a massive increase. So the effect it's going to have is we're going to have to start thinking about not doing so many face-to-face calls, which, as you know, is the way that business works.
Exactly, that's the best way.
Face-to-face is a big thing. It's a big blow to small business.
I think so too, yeah. I think the other thing is obviously it's interesting how they spin the freezing of the income tax rates, because obviously that is a big cost as well, isn't it, to each individual employee. So all individuals will end up having to pay more tax because the rates are today, and rather than increasing in line with inflation, so we all earn a little bit more each year, obviously that's going to be a big cost.
Well, absolutely. It's the same as the previous budget. They bring in all these small wins, national living wage going up, apprentices' wages going up, and so on. And so that's the superficial. Well, this is great, but actually, then they're smacked for six because they go into a higher tax bracket, and it just ends up costing more. And also, plus, the cost of living hasn't come down, and there's no indication that's going to happen.
Come down with any of the proposals today, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think when we look as well with even corporation tax, they always compare us to the G7. But actually, we should be comparing against our neighbours. If we look at Ireland, where corporation tax is way, way low, I think it's down to 12%, whereas we're at 25%. So that's a huge difference between one and the other.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking when she first stood up to speak, and she was talking about growth being the OBR upgrading their forecast to 1.5%. Actually, what we need, and what probably, and why I say it's a bluff budget, is we need 2.25% and more, like we had historically in the past prior to the financial crisis, in order to be able to move forward. So I don't think that there'll be a lot of economic upturn or growth inside the country that's of any measure of any importance.
Not any substance.
Yeah.
Sure. No, thank you, Jane. Much appreciated.